on people, welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Yan. I hope you are all doing well today, man. I really do hope that. And welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series here on Football Therapy where I consolidate everything going across the rags and the social medias and all that kind of stuff, consolidate it and present it to you, giving you my opinion, but more importantly, asking for yours down in the comment section below. And today, we're going to be discussing subjects of a similar, if not identical, theme of recent times, because news stories are developing momentum, and therefore we see recurring themes, such as updates regarding Kai Havertz from the people of Bayern Leverkusen and what Chelsea can expect, and Chelsea's competitors that are interested in buying the player, who looks to be the most expensive German of all time. Jan Oblak, the world's best goalkeeper. Comments from both Diego Simeone himself and some funny ones from his assistant coach regarding Chelsea's interest in the big goalkeeper. And also I do want to comment on this story regarding Cakir of Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor? The Turkish team. Yeah, you know, Ergin Cakir, who plays for Trabzonspor. Yeah, I never get it right. Never will. Although I don't think there's anything to that story personally, but we'll have a little word on it. Anyway, delicious updates to crack into, but before we do, a quick message from our sponsor, OneFootball. Informative, slick, and useful, but most importantly, free. That's right, OneFootball gives you everything you need regarding information with Chelsea or indeed the beautiful game itself. Stats, fixtures, news, transfer news, updates, absolutely everything consolidated. So what you should do, mate, is click on the link in the top of the description and go and check out OneFootball. Do yourself a favour. I use it daily, you can too. Alright then, let's get into it. Let's start with Kai Havertz. The young Germanic superstar, currently on a boat somewhere lapping up the sun, is subject to great interest from everyone around world football. I think most big teams with great players would like to add this player to their roster, but he's gonna cost loads of money. Bayer Leverkusen have made it incredibly clear that there will be no pandemic discount on Kai Havertz, that he will cost top bucks. Top bucks. Real Madrid are interested, and so are apparently another couple of clubs, but they will not be prepared to pay the asking price that Leverkusen are asking for the player. But when it comes to Kai Havertz himself, apparently, reportedly, he has made his decision. He wants Chelsea Football Club. He sees the project, it excites him, he wants to join Timo, Werner, Hakim Ziyech as the new arrivals in what is an incredibly exciting project. Chelsea qualifying for Champions League apparently isn't a necessity, he just likes the idea, so that's just lovely to hear. I'm rhyming again, damn it. So he is said to be the most expensive German player of all time, but as things stand, the club won't entertain a sale or a transfer until the completion of their Europa League campaign. Obviously, they still have the second leg to play against Rangers, and they'll probably quite fancy themselves in that competition. Of course, they didn't qualify for Champions League via the normal methods in placement in the Bundesliga, so they're going to have a decent crack at this. So that's positive news to hear. Kai wants to join Chelsea. Bayer Leverkusen do not want to sell him for a pandemic discount. They won't also entertain a transfer or negotiations until they've completed their Europa League campaign. Chelsea's competitors for the players aren't prepared to pay the asking price, so really Chelsea are left in the race by themselves, but they're trying to negotiate a way of buying them that suits them. Apparently they're looking at an initial fee or installments afterwards, a structured way of payments which Bayer Leverkusen might be willing to entertain. So generally, it sounds all positive. Obviously, I'll keep you guys posted on this story. Make sure you do swing by Football Therapy every single day, and I'll give you the info. Next up, Jan Oblak. The dream continues, boys and girls. This could be an absolute nothing story, but it has circulated around the media of late, and because I'm a huge fan of the player, and like many of you regard him as the world's best goalkeeper, Chelsea looks like they really do need a goalkeeper, this story is just too delicious not to talk about. So you probably watched my previous videos where I spoke about the concept of Chelsea giving Kepa plus money for this titanic goalkeeper and how I still think there would be absolute robbery from Atletico's point of view, or perhaps not robbery, more like why would they do that? And both Diego Simeone and his assistant coach have recently made some comments regarding this. His assistant coach pretty much said the words, "The Russian wants Oblak." Yes, he bloody well does, mate. The Russian wants Oblak. I want to get that on a t-shirt, dude. Anyway, Diego Simeone made some more concise comments in a press conference regarding this, and I will read them out for you now. Simeone said, "I'm not very surprised because every year at the end of the season, all our most important players are under the radar for the most important teams in the world. I think it's normal, they're always looking for the best players as we have many in our team. In previous seasons, some players left the club and others remained, but I think it's logical a player like Oblak is wanted by many teams. He is our captain, and he's a very important player in the last few years. I hope he can continue to be with us because he's very important to Atletico Madrid." So this is kind of interesting, a very diplomatic answer from Diego Simeone. He's actually quite a fiery character and can be quite outspoken in many ways, but this was a very cool, calm and collected response, pretty much saying it's logical, he's an amazing player, people want amazing players, and we've sold players before. So a good start from a Chelsea perspective, but he's also said, look, he's our captain, he's important. I don't, I hope he doesn't go. But he hasn't completely squashed it or waved it away. He's pretty much said, look, Oblak is important to us, which could be like, yeah, he's a real important and expensive asset. We wouldn't want to let him go. We didn't want to sell him because he's so expensive and worth loads of money. And it would take loads of money to get Oblak. I don't know, man. If you ask me, my initial perception of how Diego Simeone would respond to this would be some form of assertive aggression. Like, ha! Chelsea, no chance. Oblak staying here. He's the best in the world. He's never leaving. Chelsea will never get him. And then he'll punch someone in the face and, like, don't know, down some vodka. That's kind of how I see his reaction. I didn't expect such a diplomatic answer saying, yes, he's very important, I hope he stays. That's the kind of stuff managers say when there has been a genuine approach, or perhaps there's a pressure point on Atletico Madrid where they might need to sell. I know they've spent a lot of money recently for a very little return in terms of how they've performed on the pitch. Maybe they do need to bring heavy finances in, the kind of heavy finance that Jan Oblak would make. Hey man, I ain't stirring no pot, I'm just speculating here. Don't say Jan's like giving you concrete news. I'm just like you, brothers and sisters. I'm thinking on the spot, and if there is the smallest chance, maybe like a snowball's chance in hell that Jan Oblak could come to Chelsea, maybe it would be something like that. Who knows? I will of course keep you guys updated on this story. Stay tuned and stay subscribed to Football Therapy. Right, let's talk about the Turkish goalkeeper Cakir, who doesn't have the most exciting stats and numbers, but apparently pulls off really good saves. I'm not gonna like pretend to watch Trabzonspor all the time, because the truth is, I don't. The price being touted for this player is similar to Andre Onana, even though I think Onana would be far more likely and probably a better candidate to buy for Chelsea Football Club for a multitude of reasons, but there are loads of news outlets saying Cakir at some point that he was a done deal to Chelsea Football Club. Kind of snuck up from nowhere, and a lot of people were like, what? Especially when we've been so heavily linked to Onana, and obviously recently these Oblak links were bubbling up to the surface. I didn't report on it when it came out because I didn't believe it, and to be honest man, I still don't. Nizar Kinsella of Goal.com also tweeted that it's not true, so a lot of people just looked at it and thought, well, this has just come out from one publication, one outlet, and a load of tabloids have jumped on it, and it's probably nonsense. Maybe Chelsea scouted him and a scout was spotted or identified, and from there story snowballed out of nothing, and suddenly Chelsea have signed the goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's completely out of the question, but in terms of what I'm looking at and what journos are saying, it's Chelsea haven't signed him. But Chelsea might sign him, I don't know. Like the other stories, as anything comes up, I'll keep you guys posted. So anyway, I want to get your thoughts and opinions on all the stories I've spoken about today, guys. Let me know how you feel about the goalkeeper situation, Kai Havertz. How do you think Chelsea should move forward generally? Get down into the comment section below and let me know that. Also, if you were ever interested or wondered how I make these videos of Football Therapy and you'd like a look behind the scenes just to I don't know, tickle your interest, do consider going to subscribe to Jan's Yard, my sister channel. It's basically a vlogging channel where I talk about stuff and show you behind the scenes. I show you the entire process of making a football therapy video in my little studio office, and you might enjoy it if you find it interesting. So do go subscribe to Jan's Yard. I'll pin a comment from that channel in the top of the comment section below, so you can just click on that and go check it out. Other than that, you can follow me on social media at Football Yannick on Instagram and Twitter. That's it from me, you lot. Enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.